Yes, after this video, you won't be able to look at them the same way again. Your spouse, your family, your friends, your colleagues, and anyone else who comes to mind. Life is truly beautiful, but you're caught in a trance. Don't get swept away by it. In this video, I'm going to give you a few important tips about the people around you. This is actually a different kind of video, because if you listen carefully, you'll be able to change many things in your life. I'm not making a motivational video to get you to watch me. Wake up and open your eyes. Since we've mentioned work, let's start there. First, you must not forget that even the cleanest and most normal person harbors jealousy and ambition. That's part of human nature. There's a golden rule about workplaces, and you've probably heard it from someone before. Never share what you've done or plan to do with people at work. The workplace, office, or whatever space you work in is a field of competition. Maybe it's a job that you carry out with teamwork or something you do freelance, but at the core, everyone is trying to prove themselves and get ahead. It doesn't matter if you're white collar or blue collar, this system is the same at the highest or lowest levels. You need to wear a mask at work. In other words, maintain a poker face, be polite and considerate, but don't let anyone take advantage of you, and be cautious about that coworker who's always rushing to help you. Don't assume they're your friend. Unfortunately, the rules of the workplace are written with blood and money. The place where you always need to feel comfortable but also vigilant is your work environment. The second thing we need to talk about is family. First, let's separate your spouse and your parents here, and we must discuss a fundamental factor before anything else: power. And we're not just talking about men here. The rules will be the same for women as well. Men were created as hunters and gatherers, while women played the role of maintaining the home and protecting the family. The strengths of both genders are fundamentally rooted in these instincts. However, today something else has come into play, and that's made power the same for both genders: money. Without money, you're nothing, my friend, whether you're a man or a woman. If you don't have the means to support yourself and the people you're responsible for, you're nothing. When you don't have power, in other words, money, the people around you will slowly drift away. You might have a beautiful relationship and memories with your spouse, but believe me, if you keep going forward weak, a great distance will form between you. So don't get caught up thinking, these people are around me anyway, and don't delay your work or personal development. Always have the strength to stand on your own 2 feet. I'm not saying to be hostile towards them. Take strength from them, nourish yourself, and find motivation. But always have the power to stand on your own. Remember, you might find yourself alone in life at any time. Be prepared. When it comes to friends, this is one of the most sensitive topics. First, we need to divide them into 2 categories: friends and true companions. And if you have more than 3 true companions, you should stop and think a little, because some of them may not really be your true friends. A true companion is someone who accepts you as you are and with whom you can freely share everything. They are like a sibling, standing by your side without question during your bad days, always protecting and supporting you. That's why you have to be very careful when choosing a true companion. A wrong choice can drag your life downhill faster than you think. Believe me, it's even more important than your partner. A true friend can manipulate you in such a way that you might even drift away from your partner. That's why they are like a beautiful yet dangerous weapon. There's also a passive power dynamic among your friends. Sometimes in a restaurant or social setting, someone may want to pay the bill or make small gestures, and at the root of this is power. If you have a large group of friends, this passive competition is more evident because even among friends, the instinct to be liked and approved by the group always nudges you. That's why it's important to make gestures to your friends. Don't forget them and try to be there for them, but also be mindful of who you consider a true companion. If you want to test this, create a small, controlled chaos and include the person you think is your true friend. Then step back and observe. This will help you be sure. To sum up, always keep your strength and willpower at the forefront. Your relationships and the people around you are important. Living without them is tough, but in the background, keep developing and strengthening yourself. Remember, you'll need a lot of strength to build that future you dream of. Kids coming home from school, your partner waiting at the table, and a comfortable life. It's all possible and closer than you think. You just need to take the right and consistent steps. Thank you for listening, my friend. If you liked this video, you can support us by subscribing and leaving a like. It's really important to us. Believe me, everyone wants to see the fruits of their labor. Until the next video, take care of yourself. We love you and goodbye.